Hello YouTube, Retro Green here again with another recap. Today is March 16th, 2022. I don't know what to say about this day. It was a roller coaster for me. I was up, I was down, I was up, I was down. It's all over the place. I feel like we're in continuation of that groove where majority of the money to be made is first 15-20 minutes of the market open. It was insane. I feel like if I just trade the first 20 minutes, if I'm red, I'm red. If I'm green, I should just stay that way and just leave it at it, right? So anyway, I made a mistake again. I traded, I continued trading, and I dug myself a hole. But anyway, if you like the recaps, please thumbs up and subscribe. It takes time to do them, so I appreciate it. That's your feedback is really important to me. And also leave in comments, how did you do today? What stocks did you trade? Are you happy today? Are you upset? We had a really decent move on AKAN, so hopefully you guys have made some money. Anyway, my PnL is coming up. I'm up $50.86. That's it. I traded 2, 4, 6, 7 stocks today. And let me tell you a little bit the story behind this $50. I started right away. I believe small green, and then I gave some money back, and I started giving back money on BEKE, and I started giving money in HUSA, and I was down $100 at some point, and it was 11 o'clock, and I was down $100. And what happened is I was like, there's no chance in this market we're gonna get anything after 11. So then KC happened, and speaking of KC, let's start looking at KC. And KC, I'm up $140, so that's the only stock that saved me today is KC. And at some point I was up $80 overall, so I lost about $30 giving back on some of the pullbacks I tried to trade, the turnaround spots, I like to call them. KC had a good momentum, good setups, right? It had good bull flags, 1 minute setups at the beginning. They were kind of the slope wasn't as sharp, right? But they were still given some opportunities, and then we saw this volume pop here, and that's where I kind of started to trade this stock. And thankfully this 11 o'clock came about, and that's where I capitalized. That's where I made over $100 on this stock. So that's what brought me up over this $100 hole I dug myself, a negative $100 hole I dug myself. And thankfully, KC gave those opportunities, and unfortunately, I gave some money back on it. I was up a little more, and but I decided, you know what? I just need to stay around $50. And then when I was at 37, $28, I traded. What did I trade? I traded AREB, and I traded this push right into this area, and thankfully worked out. Not a lot, but I made $13, and that what brought me to $50 mark. I was $37 on the day, and then plus 13, I'm up $50. So that's how my day pretty much went. And I do want to go over BEKE. This stock pissed me off today, and you know why it pissed me off? Because every time I traded it, and let me show you where I traded it. I traded it right here in this area. This is the area I traded BEKE. Look at those wicks. Every time it looked like it was going to move, it flushed. Look at that. Look at that bull trap. 15, break off that 15, 10 into that 20 potentially. Test of high. Nope. Flushed. Every time it broke, it flushed. Every time it broke, it flushed. And I got caught in it. I'm not going to deny it. I got caught in every possible scenario of a micro flush or even a decent flush here on BEKE. So I did make maybe about $30, $40 on one trade on it. So that would kind of kept me afloat. And then I just keep giving back. BK, and I should have known better. The stock had a decent float. It had a 700 million, almost a billion float, right? As some people saying. I don't know. I shouldn't have touched it, but it traded like a low floater to me. That's why I traded it. I like that momentum push on the green volume. But anyway, that's a story about BKE. I was frustrated with it. I was really frustrated with it because that what brought me down to $100 down on the day. Let's look at HUSA as well. HUSA, since I'm down 56 bucks on it. So with HUSA, what happened is I increased the share size a little more than I should have on the stock. And HUSA, look at those dumps here. Look at this flush, right? That's the stuff you don't want to get caught in. And I did get caught in some of the flushes here. And what I noticed, the spreads also were killing me. I don't remember exactly. Let me see if the spreads are still. Yeah, the spread is 5-7 cents. I think it got into like 11 cents for me at some point, and the stock was just moved like 3 cents and then flushed 15 cents or 11. So it did make sense for me to continue trading, but I was, stubborn and greedy. I was trying to make my red amount on the stock back, and it actually brought me even down more. Anyway, that's a day for me. That's pretty much a day. DI, nothing there. Oh, yeah. Let's not forget about AKAN. That's an interesting stock. I was actually up over $100 on it. It brought me break even before the BEKE happened, or even after BEKE happened. I gave back some money here on these micro flashes, trying to see if it's going to push back up over 20 again. But I did trade this halt after a halt resumption into that 20. That's what brought me back over $134, I believe I was. Almost 146, I don't know. But I know some people traded this break of 1450 into that 1575, which was the halt. And they made some good money because you don't expect the stock to move that much, and it was moving, even though it had high spreads. But once it pings the halt level, right, the spreads get compressed and there's no spread really. So you can just get out that first couple seconds of the halt without paying any spread, which is really nice. And people utilize that to their advantage. So I know we had some chat members made really good money on AKN, and I know I'm gonna watch some reviews or the recaps today on YouTube of other traders too, and see how did they do on AKN. But it did give us some good opportunities. I know Bondman made some decent money on it, considering what he had yesterday. But anyway, guys, that's it for me for the recap. Hopefully you guys stay in green. It's only midday here. It's only 1 o'clock Eastern. So we have the interest rate hike talk, and I think the market is just kind of waiting for that, and then we'll have a I'm anticipating that the 2 hours from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is going to be a little bit more volatile than they typically are. But I'm not going to trade. I'm just going to stay back. I'm happy. I already have way too many trades today that I've done. But anyway, guys, stay safe. Don't be greedy. Don't push it. If you're green, maybe you should stay that way. Maybe lower your share size or whatnot. But I'll definitely, guys, talk to you tomorrow.